creatures. I am the beginning, the middle and the very end of all beings. Shri Krishna addresses Arjuna as Gudakesa. The word Gudakesa can have two meanings. Gudaka means sleep or unconsciousness, and Isha means Lord. Therefore Gudakesa firstly means Lord of sleep. Gudakaya Eshasha Gudakesha. I do not know the field, but these Gudakas that have come, one should have Gudaka, unconsciousness, at the root of the word Gudaka, because they give unconsciousness and sleep to a person. They may have come from the word Gudaka, unconsciousness. I do not know the field, this is my idea. Gudaka means sleep or unconsciousness. One who has won over this is Gudakesha, Lord of sleep. Shankaracharya says that one who has won over sleep or is a Lord of sleep is Gudakesha. Jita Nidra iti artaha. The second meaning of Gudakesha is split into Guda, density, and Kesha, hair. So that Ganakesha Idra. Therefore one whose hair has a lot of density, for example if they have layers and locks of hair, may also be called Gudakesha. But this is a very literal meaning of Gudakesha. The meaning that Shri Krishna is trying to say here is the Lord of sleep, the one who is one over sleep. Jita Nidraha. Why? The meaning of this is that one who does not become subordinate to sleep. Sleep is in his control. Such a person is Gudakesha. One who is continuously enterprising is Gudakesha. He can sleep whenever he wants. This is a very big ability. We get the description that Arjuna had this ability. We are slaves to our sleep. After a certain while we get very tired and feel like sleeping, otherwise we will not be able to get to sleep. The meaning of this is that we are slaves to sleep. Arjuna had the ability of being able to sleep when he wanted. There have been many such great personalities in the history of the world. It has been said about Napoleon that he was also Gudakesha. He was such a brilliant person. Napoleon would sleep 50 minutes a day. He would sleep 50 minutes in 24 hours. Even today's psychologists say that the reason for this is that when we sleep for 6, 7 or 8 hours, then in reality the length of the sleep is not important, but basically the depth of the sleep is important. It is not important how many hours you sleep, it is important how you slept. In those 6, 7 or 8 hours, when we are unconscious, what we call sleep is only actually for 30 minutes to 40 minutes. This is because as soon as we lie down, we turn corners and brush the sides. When we sleep, we begin dreaming. In those 6, 7 or 8 hours when we are unconscious, sound sleep is hardly for 30 minutes to 45 minutes. We become fresh because of the sound sleep. Now, as we get so much control that we get sound sleep as soon as we lie down, then 30 minutes is enough sleep for that person. You can make the mind calm and the body can also be recharged. I read from books that Napoleon had this, and had mastered this so much that he would be riding his horse, and if he knew that his horse knew the route, then he would fall asleep on horse. He would open his eyes for 15 minutes and he would be fresh. He would not need to sleep for the remaining 23 hours and 45 minutes. Napoleon had this power. I do not know whether Napoleon had read the Gita, but what I mean to say is that one can attain this power. It is possible. If it is possible for Arjuna, if it is possible for Napoleon, then it is also possible for us. We should increase the depth of our sleep. When does this happen? The more fickle that your mind is, then the more sleep you need. This is because the mind takes longer to go into sound sleep. If I were to say, using a simple example, then the diver brings pearls from the bottom of the ocean. A new diver would not know where to go and how to go there. The poor person will just keep going around in circles, his oxygen runs out, his breath stops, and therefore he has to go back up without taking anything. But a trained and skilled diver knows that there are pearls in some places. He sees properly from above, and as soon as he dives, then he immediately goes and gets the pearls and comes out. In the same way, how well do we take the pearl of peace or the pearl of freshness? Some people run around in circles in the sleep for 6 to 7 hours and wake up still frustrated and tired because they did not get the sound sleep that they wanted. But if you have given the mind the training so that it reaches the pearls of peace and pearls of freshness, then you get deep sleep. The more that the focusing of the mind grows and the more that the one-pointedness of the mind increases, then the better the sleep that the person will get. A yogi has this. It is said about Mahavir Swami that when Mahavir Swami would sleep, they would only take one turn and go to sleep, and he would not turn again in the sleep even once. He would wake up in the same way that he slept. Many people said that if one is sleeping in the jungle and keeps turning, then if any insects are crushed by the tongue, then this is violence. This is a byproduct. In reality, it was his ability that his body remained in one position, and as soon as he turned, then he would get sound sleep. Even when we are in sound sleep, then we do not turn sides. If we are turning sides, then this means that we are half awake. You can see if a person is sleeping well in this way. A child aged 8 to 10 years old says that he does not want to do homework because he says he's getting sleepy, and he turns to one side. The mother looks at the child and knows that the child has shut his eyes, but the child is not getting any sleep. This This is because the pupil of the eye keeps moving. The mind knows this. If a person is in sound sleep, then his pupils do not keep turning when his eyes are closed. If the pupils of the eye are moving, then this is a characteristic of dreams. You can see in reality that if you put a hand on the eye, then it does not make a difference because the person is asleep. It is found that if the pupils are still moving, then understand that the person is having dreams. And modern science has reached such a point that it can tell from the movement of the pupil about what type of dream the person is having. It can tell whether the person is having a good dream, a desirous dream, a beautiful dream, a nightmare, etc. They can tell from the way that the pupil is moving what type of dream the person is having. I don't want to go further into the topic of Gudakesa, but what I mean to say is that this power is possible for everyone. One who constantly remains enterprising is Gudakesa. If I were to say in another meaning, then only a person who is so enterprising can see the Lord's Vibhuti divine manifestations. This is why God addresses Arjuna as Gudakesa. Who can see the Supreme Soul who pervades the whole world? One who is constantly enterprising can do so, others cannot do so. The Lord says first of all says that He is the soul seated in the hearts of all creatures. The Lord is the soul of all creatures. This is the first Vibhuti divine manifestation that the Lord has said. Shri Krishna uses the word Atma for the soul. Atma means that which is worth eternally performing dhyan meditation on. Pratyekatma nidyam vyoha. The Lord says that He is such an Atma. Ramanujacharya says that the Atma, the soul, is that which resides in the body and is the supporter, controller and principle of the body. Atmahi nama sharirasya sarvatma dara nityapeshahi. We must understand the meaning of the word Atma, soul. The word Atma comes from the stem At. The meaning of At in Sanskrit is that which constantly remains moving and that which is never destroyed. Ata sapita damahe. That's exactly what it means. This is Atma. It is one body today, and when that body is destroyed, then will the Atma get destroyed? No, it will go inside another body. The Atma, the soul, constantly remains moving and can never be destroyed. This is the Atma, soul. Shri Krishna said that He is Atma, soul, that is seated in the hearts of all creatures. Shankaracharya says that the Lord is Atma, soul, that is in the heart. Sarvasha Bhutanam Ashya Anta Rabi Sitaha. In reality, Shri Krishna is going to say in the 61st verse of the 18th chapter of the Gita that Ishvarasya Sarvabhutanam Hirasya Arjuna Tishtati. The Lord abides in the hearts of all beings, O Arjuna. Shri Krishna also says in the 15th verse of the 15th chapter of the Gita that Sarvasya Labitam Navishto Matashurir Jnana Narobhanta. And I am lodged in the hearts of all. For me are many and knowledge as well as their loss. God says in this verse that He is the Atma, soul, that resides in the hearts of all creatures. Shri Krishna also says that He is the beginning, the middle and the very end of all beings. Uttati sthiti pralaya hetu iti artha. Okay, let's go on to verse 21.